turns into their body?
Yes, it may do when it bounces on the seam, but we're not talking about seam bowling today. What are we talking about today?
Swing bowling.
Oh yeah. You're right, sorry.
When the batsman stands, he stands side on, facing that way. So into him is towards his wicket, away from him is away from him. Okay?
What happens if he's a left-hander?
The left-hander, it would be the other way. An outswinger becomes an in-swinger, an in-swinger becomes an outswinger. Okay?
Yep.
All understand that?
Don't you know that in Icelanders?
No, ma'am.
When we were polishing the ball, we knew we couldn't use dirt, suntan lotion. What can we use?
Spit.
Brilliant. Spit. Anything else?
Trousers.
Sweat. Superb. Trousers. Yes, you can. Out of those three things, we use sweat, spit, trousers. What are we adding to the ball?
Moisture.
Moisture. We're adding moisture all the time. All this time, it's a test match. This ball has been bowled for 80 overs. What's going to have happened to your lovingly polished, shiny side?
Gone dull.
Gone dull, rough. Probably looks much like the other side by now, because you can't possibly stop all that attrition on the ball. But what have you still got in that side of the ball? What's still there?
Shine.
Moisture.
Moisture is still there. So what is going to be different?
Weight.
Weight. Brilliant. The ball is not going to be balanced anymore. So it won't be balanced. So we can't have orthodox swing anymore. Why not?
Weight differential.
The weight differential will come in a second.
But there's no friction. There'll be more friction in the air.
Yes, there'll be equal friction in the air. Absolutely right. So it won't swing anymore because of that. Because both sides will be like the red side. Because it's been roughed up. You can't maintain it that well. You've only got spit polish and rubbing it on your clothes. You haven't got, boot polish and suntan lotion. So, what's going to happen now? We're going to get on to the second point of swing bowling. Reverse swing bowling. I've just had my first delegate yawn.
It weren't you, mine, were it?
Huh?
Moving on. So I can see. We've now got a ball that is rough, equally rough on both sides. So the ball won't swing in an orthodox way. But it's in balance, we've already decided that. So the ball's now going that way. He's bowled it. What's going to happen to the ball? This side is heavier.
Very towards the shine, what was the shiny side.
Absolutely right. Perfect answer. So where it was an in-swinger here,
Be an outswinger.
it will be an out-swinger now for the same action with the same ball held in the same way. So that is orthodox swing and reverse swing. So we've covered our points. Why the ball needs polishing, how to polish the ball, and the effect polishing has in A, orthodox swing, and B, reverse swing. Okay, so now as cricketers within your team, you are able to go back to your team, get on the pitch and say, give me that ball every time. I'm going to polish it. To conclude, the ball polisher must get the ball at every opportunity. Secondly, polish one side only. And thirdly, continue to apply spit and sweat even when the polish is gone, so that it will reverse swing. Any questions? Okay, there is some reading material. We've already mentioned Imran Khan's alternative guide to polishing cricket balls. That's very valid. There's some useful tips in a South African version of How to Get Rich Quick, written by Hansi Kronya. Thank you very much.
Okay, excellent, well done. Very well done, Roger. Shake your hand, that was brilliant. Well done. I don't know what the rest of you thought, but I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I thought it was excellent. You should be very proud of yourself. Okay. All right. Well, let's ask Roger. Having said that, how did you feel about it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pleased?
Yes, very pleased.
Yeah. Can you feel that you've improved in just about every area there now?
Yeah, I'll very much so.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. You should be, kind of very, very pleased, quite honestly. And I'm not just saying that. I thought that it encompassed just about everything that we have done this week, and I'm delighted. It was brilliant. And compared to Tuesday morning, what you've just done has been, kind of, well, not even hundreds of percent, thousands of percent better. And if you watch this video again in a week's time, you will see that. It was just, from start to finish, it was great. But before I kind of gush too much further, it's sort of, for me as a trainer, I'm getting that sort of goose pimply feeling on my face now, because I am so pleased. Because it's really very, very satisfying for me to see how much you've improved. Tear in my eye. Let's go on to Perial, Chris, whatever the heck your name is. Perial, briefly, please, what did you pick out?
Right. Okay. Very well done, Roger. Very interesting, even to somebody who doesn't know anything about cricket. But I was sort of in the middle of writing things, so I unfortunately couldn't give it as much attention as I wanted. Okay, well, we're talking about structure and questioning technique, so I'll quickly run through the structure first. The admin was fine. There was quite a strong intro, I thought. We had the icebreakers, and we had the objectives. Not sure if we had the interest, but it might be my lack of understanding of.
Well, I think interest's more in terms of, I think you created interest. The icebreakers are probably quite closely linked, yeah. And I think you did go round and get people's interest by saying Kent, oh well, too bad, you know, kind of. Okay. South Africa overseas, and then Surrey, how very posh. Lancashire, too bad, that sort of thing. So there was nice interaction. So I think interest was fine.
Okay. And then going on to, I can't remember all these things. So we have the icebreaker. So the development part of it, where we were talking, where I was looking for signposting in particular. Well, I think that was more Julia, but I looked up for that as well, because that's an area I'm a bit weak in as well. And I felt that it was quite strong in the beginning. There was bits in the middle where there wasn't enough repetition of it, because I think you got into the techie side of all this spit and polish and all that. And then it came back with a vengeance towards the end, where you summarised everything.
So from a primacy and recency point of view, I thought excellent signposting. I would suggest, I do watch cricket, so I could follow what you were saying, but if they were complete cricketing versions, as it were, then it may have been, but I think the point that you were trying to get across was that we were actually professional cricketers.
That you're cricketers already.
So I think, from Perial as a person, yeah, perhaps, but I think, kind of a professional cricketer probably would follow that. But I think, you know, kind of what Ferial's getting there is absolutely right. It is important that even to
Hammering.
experts, keep hammering away at the signposting. The more you signpost, the better people feel. So maybe, yeah, some validity there. Okay?
Okay, and the visual aids were excellent.
Brilliant.
Very, very good. Lovely oranges.
Images, colour,
Very good.
flick was
Texture.
fabulous. Formatted well, letters, we could see them. Largely images, everything was image, yeah, until you came to the end where it was written, which is fine. Plenty of colour, yeah, you used loads of colour, and I thought that they were very, very simple and easy to follow. So visually it's brilliant. The other thing that you did was you were doing this and not creating shadows. When you did want to keep something up there, you walked in front of it, not through it, and that was brilliant as well. So visually it's, I thought, very, very strong. And once again, linked into the 7 stages of the learning process, I think that sensory-wise, because we had the cricket ball in front of us, we had it here, we were hearing it, we could touch it, we could hear it, we could sort of see it, yeah, smelling a cricket ball and tasting a cricket ball, maybe on the pail, you might sort of get arrested, but I would say that out of the senses, we have now got a total of 94% sensory stimulation. Brilliant, excellent. Okay, Periel?
Very good role play. So it meant everybody got involved in the development side of things.
Yeah. I'm not sure, it could be described as a role play. I think it's demonstration. Yeah? Demonstration of, you know, kind of the product and practice. Yeah. So I suppose, yeah, it could be role play, but role play I tend to be, you know, kind of, I see more as situational. So demonstration maybe, yeah, okay, but an excellent piece of demonstration.
And the conclusion was good. There was a summary, there was obviously the reference and the invitation to question, and again we tested the talk against the objectives. I don't believe there was a link. Was there?
No, there wasn't. I got, yeah, I think you were getting towards the end there. Picked out the summary, the questions, testing against objectives, references, and then it was just like kind of, thanks very much. Yeah, I thought you could have said something like, and next week at the Oval, we'll tackle spin bowling.
It was my intention, I forgot.
Yeah, so just link it on. Yeah, I think just link it on. So, yeah, good. All right, excellent feedback, Ferial. Thank you very much indeed. Gary, let's move around to you. What the number 2 areas?
Well, Ferial's gone over quite a few points as you have.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
No, doesn't make any difference. Recall was very, very good. He kept mentioning, you know, what he was trying to achieve in you know,
Definitely.
generalising was very, very good. Everything really, visual aids was very, very good. And he got everybody actively involved, didn't he? You know, it was really
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, it was
Questioning
very, very
techniques, that was one of yours, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was
Oh,
it
sorry.
yours or was it
I thought it
mine?
was
number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, number
I
1,
should
sorry,
have
because
done
I
that.
say these things and I
But
by
in
myself.
answer to the question, questioning was very, very good. He did direct questions and overhead questions very, very well.
I felt that in parts there could have been more directional questioning,
Yeah.
because there were people in the room who were quieter. Yeah. I felt that Barry was a little bit quiet. Yeah, maybe spoke once. So you could perhaps bring Barry in. No, it's definitely not because he's timid, and it's not because he's bored. So
I
you
did
know, kind
try,
of,
I asked him to be the batter.
yeah, okay then, fine. Well, yeah, just try and draw him in with maybe some questions. I thought that the balance was largely, you know, kind of an overheads, but there were overhead what-ifs, yeah? So lots of hypotheticals in there as well, and I thought that was good, yeah?
Also, I did an excellent boomerang on you when you asked him a question.
Definitely. Yeah.
Really
Did you feel that really helped?
Yeah.
You don't have to do the
Easy.
hard. You don't have to do the hard work. Yeah. Just repeat back the question. Okay. What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
So really good question to ask the boomerang, I think. Yeah.
And his visual attributes when he saw people whispering, killed it very, very good.
Okay. What about the positive sort of self-esteem? How did you feel about that?
Yeah, created good self-esteem. Missed out on a praise a couple of times, but generally was very, very good at getting esteem over to people.
Yeah.
Relaxed people right from the start and made it continued it all the way through.
Yeah, I thought, you know, kind of there were lots of good words there, you know, kind of excellent, good, superb was a word that came out, which I thought was really, really good. So yeah, I thought very positive and certainly built the steam. Good, well done on that. All right, Gary, thank you very much indeed. Juliet, you were thinking about your nominated area, which is signposting. So Juliet, how did you feel the signposting was today?
I thought it was very good, big improvement. Right at the beginning of the introduction, you went through the three main parts, even with the 3, 2, 1. The gestures.
Yeah, I felt that gestures were inconsistent. Now, I don't mean gestures being inconsistent, they were readily used, but sometimes they were very, very unclear, other times they were very, very clear. Yeah? Always remember, have your gestures clear so the audience can see them. The reason that you've got them up here is so your audience can see them. It's not doing you any good because you already know what's on your bit of paper. So get your gestures out here, parallel with your body, not forwards, not backwards, not up, not down, just probably parallel with where your head is.
I was aware I was doing it. I had it in front of my hand and I changed. I brought number 2 up here.
You did. I mean, you caught yourself on, which was superb, so well done. What other sort of things happened?
When we went into the main bulk of it, he was saying, like, the first one we're going to cover is why. So that was good. So he started off straight by explaining it was the first bit. And then at the end of that, then you split that down into 3 ways. The walk and deviate, and so you signposting that there. Then when you moved on to the second area, you said, right, and the second one is how. So that was quite clear. And then you went on saying the third point is the effect of polishing. What effect that will have, and it will have 2 effects. Yeah? And then right at the end, you signposted again with your conclusion, because you went back to go over the 3 points. You didn't quite highlight the first one, but then you caught yourself and you went 2 and 3.
So you were pleased with it, yeah?
I was pleased, yeah.
Could follow it, that's the key thing. Yeah, I could follow it. I thought it was very good. Do you feel yourself you improved? You obviously made a conscious effort on that, haven't you? Yeah, so there were lots of things like moving on and stuff, so lots of verbal and non-verbal signs. Okay, good, thanks very much indeed, you three. As I've said already, Roger, I thought it was excellent. Everything was in there. The admin backed up by a nice visual aid, so the benefits of the course, got excellent interaction with the group right from the very beginning. Something that I think helps in there, you know, maybe as part of your administration is say, you know, look, you know, if there's any questions at all, I'm here to help you guys, yeah? This is your course, I'm here to help you, so please feel free to ask any questions. Once again, just a bit of comfort, maybe just a little add-on, not something, you know, that you need to worry about. I thought, once again, you know, gestures, I've already mentioned that, but, you know, kind of plenty of good overhead questions. Why polish the ball at all? What happens if we polish the whole ball? So, you know, kind of inviting lots and lots of discovery, and I felt that later on, discovery came up as well, all the way through, you know, kind of the signposting that you did. With the disruptions, yeah, you did exactly the right thing, but your non-verbal communication was screaming at myself and Gary, "Shut up, you bastards!" Yeah, it was quite fierce. Yeah. Now, when you see it on the video, I was actually scared. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't think you want to scare people. Yeah. And it happened twice because I thought I'll do it again. Yeah, just to see if he does the same thing. You handled it the right way, but it was like non-verbally. It was like. Yeah, it was the look of death. Yeah, and later on, when Gary yawns, yawning is an occupational hazard. Yeah, I think that you recognise the yawn, but generally speaking, yawns are best ignored. Yeah. Now, at this stage of the week, if anybody yawned, I would probably go, "I'm getting sucked in," yeah, and it's a bit of a laugh. Yeah. But if you say to someone, "There, I've had my first yawn," how does that person feel? How did you feel?
I didn't know I'd done it at first, and I thought...
Because people don't do it consciously, they don't yawn to upset you. It's just a natural, and you know what it's like when you try to stifle a yawn. I used to have this regional manager once who used to kind of go, you'd be talking to her and suddenly she'd go, yeah, we should try and swallow the yawn. People don't do it to upset you, but I felt that, you know, by actually bringing out, well, I've had my first yawn, there was quite a bit of embarrassment, yeah? And I don't feel that that line worked. So when I'm kind of like leaning forward to Gary, I'm kind of going, "Bastard, really, that one." And then you looked at me again like, "I've told you once already." Yeah. So I felt that maybe you just need to get a little bit more user-friendly in that area, okay? And I felt embarrassed for you, Vince. You know, so it was kind of not because of what you did, but the way it was. And then 3 S's. The mnemonic was very good. You used the flip chart for the spin, seam, and the swing, which was great. Nice humour, you know, kind of. We're not using kookaburras today. We're using outspan. Yeah, so I thought that was really good. And then you were, you know, told a little anecdotal one. I was knackered on the 8 one. That was all great. I loved the practical demo. And you know, I gave you a couple of wrong answers, and you started the problem patch. You know, you didn't shoot me down, but you know, gave neutral support. But maybe it was because I was thinking about other things that I suddenly realised. Yes, we're concentrating on swing, and I did it a couple of times, didn't I? But I thought that delivery-wise, so much stronger than Wednesday morning. Sorry. So much stronger. You know, you were more animated, there was more energy, yeah? You were moving around the room, you were projecting better. I felt that you were much more confident, and that really reflected in your delivery style. Now, whether that confidence was born out of the structure and getting it right, then, you know, I felt that the delivery was, you know, top-notch compared to, you know, Wednesday. I don't think you're ever going to be one of these, like, happy, clappy kumbayas, you know, that's kind of going to go, wow, fabulous, but I don't like them either. But I think, you know, the movement was good, the inflection was good, and you were looking at the group all the time as well, which was spot on. So lots of interaction with individuals like Juliet. And you seemed comfortable with silences while people were doing things. You didn't feel like, I've got to fill a gap here. Yeah, you were just quite happy to let them get on with it.
No, I was happy because then I could go back to my notes.
Yeah. Well, you can buy yourself time as a trainer. That's another great thing. The visual aids were great. Signposting good. You controlled the know-all with that. Yes, that's an excellent point. Yeah, and then moved on. You didn't get bogged down on it, so that was great. And I thought, you know, kind of, you did, you know, an example of the inflection was A, yeah, which was good. And then to conclude was another verbal signpost. So those are just some of the things that I picked up. But, you know, kind of in general, the feedback, I think, has been very, very positive. So perhaps if there's one just area of further development, you've got absolutely everything right. But when you're dealing with the disruptions, try to look less angry. Yeah? Okay, but very, very well done. I thought it was excellent, and you should feel very, very proud of yourself. You've achieved a lot from Wednesday morning, so well done. Give them a nice round of applause. Okay, well, who's up next then? Barry?
Oh, what's on?